Good morning, YouTubians. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to head up behind me here and we are going to look at some of the bamboo that's growing. I wanted to give you some tips on how I nicely trim it so that you can see the canes exposed at the bottom and yet you have a nice bush on top. Normally, if bamboo is left just to sort of grow, it turns into a great big sort of clump, and I really like to see the individual canes of bamboo. So I'm going to grab the camera, and before we do that, we'll take a little tour as we walk up of just some things that are in bloom. There's some nice bogos on this side that are blooming away, and some beautiful hostas over here. Biggest hosta in the yard is over here. I'll show you that. And then we'll head up to the bamboo, and I'm going to show you how I do the trimming there. Simple, really simple way, as long as you get it in time, of how to make your bamboo look nice and sharp and presentable. So let's get started. Okay, well, we're on the steps here. I will just give you a quick view of this garden here. So we have the bougainvillea here, windmill palm in behind it, and you can just barely see, I'll see if I can focus in on it, the red banana is back there as well. It is doing well. It looks like a totally different banana this year because we chopped it down so much last year. It's much smaller. Bergmansias are there behind the banana. Haven't done much yet. I see some buds starting on them. It's definitely, the garden hasn't got the time that it had last year, from me, that's for sure. You can see a red hibiscus flower over there. It's doing okay. Some taros. I left that guy in a pot, and then the banana grove is behind it there, and of course you can see the greenhouse off to the side. And let's go up the stairs a little bit more. This is the back side of the pond. So you can see a huge hosta here with some little fuchsias in front of it. Maiden's hair ferns down below. Some Japanese painted ferns tucked in there, as well as a few other varieties. Another fuchsia there. I just want to step in and give you an idea of how big this guy really is here. I'll see if I can give you sort of a reference. So, as you can see, it is a big hosta. I can't, from one side pushing in on it, I can't reach the other side of it. It's just huge. It comes back bigger every year. Tons of flowers on it. Always have bumblebees all over it. But anyways, one of my favorite plants in the garden for sure. But let's head up to the bamboo. There we go. So even up here is a little rougher this year. My irrigation system, the pump on it, or the solenoid valve, died, and some of the ferns on this side took a beating in this last week. We've had extreme heat this week. It's starting to cool down now, but let's go in a little closer. So that is some nice yellow bamboo with green stripes to it. Just the odd cane has the green stripes. But I'll see if I can show you what I'm talking about. So you can see that cane there, it just has a green stripe on it. Really random. This stuff gets big, really big. There's another one with a green stripe on it right there in the middle. I don't know if you can see that very well, but either way, that's not the one we're going to today. We are going to go over to the black bamboo here, which is spreading quite a bit. So here's the black bamboo grove, and as you can see, I've exposed the canes, and there's a very simple way to do that this time of year. It takes no tools, takes nothing other than a little bit of time from you. About once a week I come up and do this. So what you do is, when the canes are still new, like these ones here, now black bamboo canes are green when they are fresh. They turn black after about a year. So all of this year's growth is green. And what you're going to do is, see these side shoots that are going to turn into branches? At this time, before they harden, you can actually just break them off. I just use my thumb to break them off. We'll do a few more together here. Anything past this, if they start to leaf out, they become quite hard and very hard to break off. So this is the easiest way to do it. You end up with really nothing. They're very soft still. They're easy to compost. And you don't have big branches full of leaves. So I come up here, once a week in the morning, and I just shape it the way I want it this time of year. So we'll do a few more here. You can see this one here is same again. There's a little one here. It doesn't matter how early you start them. If you can see it sticking out, remove it. Then there's that much less again that has to even worry about growing. And I just go up to about shoulder height with them. Lots to do actually. But if I do this every year, then I don't have to worry about it. I don't know if you guys have ever tried to trim bamboo, but that's a little short one there. Here's an older one. So you can see that there. Let me see if I can bring that in focus a little better. It is so hard to you can't get it off when it's old. See this? This won't come off no matter what. I would have to cut that. So huge nuisance that way. This way is just super easy. There's another one down there. You can see they just come right off. That's all it is. And reach in there as much as I possibly can and break them off. And again, you miss one though, and it hardens, then you have some trouble doing it. Then you got to take out the cutters and try to get in there. And it's really actually hard to get in there with cutters. So I try to do this as often as I can. Usually once a week is good, as I say. You don't need to be out here more than that. But see, these ones, they still almost have their husks on. They haven't even started to grow yet. So the husk comes off. There's a little piece. And just remove it. And it's your preference as to how high you want to actually go with these. As I say, I like to go shoulder height with this size bamboo. I like to expose the canes. That way it looks kind of, I don't know, more like bamboo. When you just see a big clump of leaves, because these would have been all branches down here. If you just see a big clump of leaves, it barely even looks like bamboo. It also takes up less space in your yard because those branches that I broke off over the previous years would be coming way out into the garden. So I'm going to just continue down here, see if there's any more I can do. Oops. As I say, I'm packing the tripod with me today. So I'll do those guys. And if your bamboo is still smaller, you might want to just do the first couple feet of it. Or if it's in a pot, just do the first couple feet and go from there. So I will leave it with that. And anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. As always, thanks for watching. Let's see, I'll break that guy off. It's really important to get in here early. If you miss it, you only have about a 1 week chance to get them. Well, that's good for now.